Yes, she is.
Call this regular meeting of the Hardy County Board of Education to order on August the 3rd, 2026 at 5 p.m. Dr. Van Neel, would you lead us in prayer?
Sure. Bow your heads, please. We thank you, Heavenly Father, that we're here together this evening to do your work. And we ask, Lord, for your wisdom, your guidance, and just knowledge about all decisions that are made this evening. Let us do what's best for our community and our kids. And we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Mr. Taylor, would you lead us in the pledge?
Yes, sir.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, sir.
No.
We'll go around the room with introductions, starting with Mr. C.
Josh C.
Sean Collars. Sheena Van Meter.
Melvin Shook.
Dixie Payne.
Daniel Taylor.
And
Ms. Rhodes, there you go. Good to see everybody this evening.
it is.
First order of business presentations, maintenance and transportation updates, Mr. C.
So on facilities, some of the outstanding ones that I looked at, you guys have talked about in the past. MES doors, we replaced the weather stripping. We're just waiting for another rain of that potential to see if that weather stripping holds. So again, we left it open only until we get a storm with that dynamic to come back through. The hood cleaning is complete. I know I said it last month, but they did come back. They had missed the concession stands at East Hardy, so they came back and hit those. The East Hardy Elementary School elevator was made operable this month. It has not been updated with the SBA project yet, but there was an issue where it was not operable, but they did come back and get it operable. On the SBA side of that, they're still waiting on fixtures. I reached out today. He was going to contact them and let me know if he had an ETA on the date. He did not contact me back, so I don't know if he didn't get a hold of them or if they didn't have a date, but he already has us tentatively put in. I did give him our opening dates of the 18th and the 25th and told him to use those for a little bit of pressure to see if he can get those fixtures here before then so we can get it fixed. The fire alarm inspection was completed last week. Another one, Dr. Van Meter sent me the whiteboard at East Hardy Elementary School. That's nothing more than moving it from one wall to the other. We don't know where to move it. There's nobody there to tell us where they want it moved to. So it's on one wall, they want it on another wall. Nobody put a sticky note on the wall. So Emily didn't know exactly where it went. So we just, again, left it open. And as soon as somebody comes in and tells us where to go, we'll get it. There is another water leak at East Hardy Elementary School. It is active right now. We thought it was a spigot. They put a new flower garden in by the main door. That spigot was leaking. We saw the water standing and it's pretty drastic. We killed the water to that spigot over the weekend. We went back today. It's even wetter today. We can't shut it off and fix it because summer school is being held there. So on Friday, we'll kill the water and we'll dig it up. We'll fix that line. And it's in that same line between the meter and the building. We think it's somewhere close to the elbow where it goes into the building right there.
That whole thing is disintegrating, isn't
It
it?
is. And again, it's that same design where the male, female slides together with the, with the ring inside of it.
And Josh, if you call Logan on that now that we let him know that we've got an issue.
Yeah, I told him when I talked to him the other day, because when those water leaks come up, we don't know there's a water leak until the bill comes.
Yeah.
And then it takes a minute to even find, was it a leak? Was it usage? Was it something else? And then once we find it, he'll say, well, that one's already, I can't remember the term that he used, but that one's already, he has.
Once the bill cycles through or whatever.
He has to do it. So I gave him a heads up on this one that we would have it. And I'll go ahead and call him Monday and let him know, as in next Monday, once we fix it, that we had one this month and see if he can fix that part for us.
Sarah said something about the boosters. Did they dig up a line?
There was they redid the concrete outside their
concession stand.
Stand. And when they did it, they hit a line there.
Okay.
So that was one of the leaks. And then there was a second leak that the float inside the cooling tower stuck down. And of course, it doesn't show. We just going by there, you hear it running, and finally we went by, and it goes down the drain, so it doesn't run out on the ground and across the ground, so it's not something visible that you can see. And we stuck our head in there, and that's what it was. It was the float inside had just stuck, and was running down a pipe. Where it comes out, I'm not sure. But
Yeah, she had said something about that bill was gonna be like $3,700 because of that booster leak, I believe.
I don't know if it was the booster leak or if that one was the water tower leak. I don't.
Okay.
The timeline wise, I'm not sure, but
Okay.
those two leaks happened, and I don't know which one went with which bill.
Okay.
And again, I don't know that there's a leak until they even tell me that there's a usage
Yeah.
issue. It just doesn't show up. Now, this one, just because of the proximity of being by the front door, we saw the water standing there.
Right.
But that was, most of the time it's somewhere we don't ever go to, or Nelson will find it with the lawnmower. Nelson saw this one actually after we did, so it's happened sometime since in between his mowings. He sent it to me last week, and we had already seen it previous to summer school starting, but we just weren't sure if it was underground or if it was that big.
So they don't have any way to notify you? Because I know down in North Carolina at our house, we had a toilet that just ran constantly.
They
And
will.
they called us and told us that something was wrong.
If it's something dynamic, if it's like, the town of Moorfield has called us numerous times over, Moorfield High School's, weight room, that there would be something sticking in there. When you have that one toilet in there that's actually a valve, and they would leave that valve, and you go 2 or 3 weeks without a ball game, that thing's constantly running 24 hours a day. Doug Mungo would call me and say, hey, you've got something going on down there, but they just see it because it starts flashing. Logan again said that if it shows up, there's like an alarm system in their system, and if they see it, they let us know, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming that it wasn't that great or that drastic that it sparked them to make a phone call to us. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, a phone call from them or them seeing a bill with usage on it, that's the only way we know,
Yeah.
unless Nelson drives across it with the lawnmower. That's about it. Any questions on the work orders? I have more with ESG and whatnot.
We were talking about them.
The only question I have, Josh, and like some of these work orders are open for over 100 days. I mean, it just seems like a long time to me, like the door sticking.
Yeah, so we talked about that before you came in. What we've done is we've left that open. So that mortise, we changed out on a room that's not in use. So that room 155 does have a good mortise on it. It's the other one that does not. We left it open because we have to go through Mountain State Lock Key, Sean Sticker. And Sean, we leave it open just as a reminder to us to keep following up with Sean on that.
You know, it's like, I saw the 162, I'm like, man, that's a grip.
I remember a long time over there, Josh, a lot of those hinges was worn so bad, making those doors drop down, they weren't locking.
That wasn't the case with this one. Yeah, not on that one.
I was
It's actually something internal that Sean, again, we didn't find, we just brought it up to him because it's outside of our.
When I was reading that one, of course, I know I wasn't the best student. What happened to the water fountain? I mean,
They hit it, TJ hit it with one of the floor machines when they were redoing the floor.
TJ is the custodian
Custodian.
at East Hardy High
like
School.
when I read water fountain in upper gym needs to be replaced or placed back on the wall,
Yeah.
make me wonder why is it not on the wall?
Yeah, they knocked it off when they were moving something in there. The custodians did.
I'm assuming you need scaffolding.
Okay, so that is one of the ESG things that I'm bringing up here in a minute. So I'll touch on that one for you. in a second.
Outstanding. And I want to understand, but you can't Bluetooth that long. I was just wondering how you want to trench the wire over.
That's for the Pilgrims building?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one we're unsure of. That was,
Bluetooth, they won't reach.
no, Bluetooth won't reach. They
I think I
also
can-
want cameras in that building as well.
So the internet project or the E-rate project that we're getting ready to start this year is actually Moorfield Elementary. And so they're ordering in the, I want to say fiber optic, but whatever the internet Ethernet, whatever, thank you, the Ethernet cable is that has to run out to that building. That's all being done, but they're building that walkway that's got the canopy, and that's got to be built in with that, right?
Yes.
So that cable that'll run that internet to that building has to be built at the same time that walkway is built.
It'll be in the conduit with the breezeway.
And Jeff says that they'll have, did you see, he sent an email
Yeah.
today that they have an
Yeah.
update on that on the 5th,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
When's that project supposed to start off?
I'll have it here just as soon as I jump into the ESG.
Hop on, I'm done. now.
Okay, so the ESG, the updates, just to cover what is complete, water conservation, the building envelope, the lighting is all 100% complete. But with the lighting, it was not part of their project, but Jeff, as a favor to us, went back to the auditorium. They found a solution for the auditorium lighting. They ordered 12 kits that they are purchasing for us. Their money is gone, but he is going to see if his electricians that did the lighting, and there was a place in Winchester with a lift, a one-man lift that would actually straddle the chairs that would boom them up so you wouldn't have to take the seating out, and it would sit on an unlevel surface. He's going to send me that price to see if we can do it. Now, to go with that, it's LED, but it's not part of the project because they were already LED. The dimmers are what makes it the difficult part to the solution. And they will not know until they get up in the light whether it is the light itself or the driver. So they don't know which part it is, but they'll be able to replace everything because they have the kit. It's just they don't know which part it is. But he is going to try to check with his electrician, get us a price, get a price on the lift so they can go in and install. I think there's 8 totals what we have. I think 7 at Moorfield, there may be more now, but there's 7 at Moorfield and 1 at East Hardy, I think, in work orders. But we'll have 12 of those come in, and I'll keep a box. That way we can make sure that we get more kits.
Yeah, I think there's more than that out of
There
East
might
Hardy
be.
now.
So as long as we have them there, we'll just knock them out up to 12. And if there's more than 12, I'll order more. That way when they come, and hopefully I told them what our numbers need to be, they can make that part of it happen.
That lift would be great, so you ain't got to take chairs out.
Right, well, that was awful in the past because we had to take like entire rows out.
Yeah.
And then you had to block it up because none of the lifts around here, when it's unlevel, will not rise. Yeah. So that made it dangerous and difficult. So the solar, is that answer on the auditorium lighting? Okay, so on
Will
the.
the auditorium lights will that be taken care of before school starts?
It depends on when his electrician, they get us the pricing and when they can get here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hopeful. And I'll let Dr. Van Meter know when all that comes in and Jeff's in town and we've been working together today and we're back together again tomorrow. So, I may have an answer from him tomorrow. The solar area with the gravel over at East Hardy High School. So there's 1 of 2 things that they have to do. 20 degrees, because right now you cannot get a motor under it. Okay, so we threw around a bunch of ideas. And these were Jeff's ideas. And then I just kind of poked him a little bit and kept him going. He actually considered them purchasing one of those robot mowers with the tracks on it. And I was like, man, you're going to have X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. So he went over today and he was trying to keep it. He did not want to do gravel because he was thinking of maintenance long term. And I kept saying, well, it's going to be maintenance every week with us or every 2 weeks with the weed eating. You can't get a 0 turn sideways on that hill. Everything's got to go up and down. So he was trying to eliminate it or make it like a small portion. But I think we have him now to the point that we're going to gravel the whole thing. So he was texting me and calling me prior to coming. When I told him about Fairfax Stone, I gave him a couple contractors' names from the area that would haul it, some that would actually place it or spread it, however they deem to do it. So I'm pretty sure that now they're going to go with the gravel on the side of the hill rather than the robot mower or expecting us to go and weed eat around it every month or so. And I don't have a issue, once the gravel goes. There is going to be
Some
in the
spraying.
future, you're gonna have to go spray weeds. You know, it's just, everybody
Yeah,
knows, you're gonna have
that's
to spray
life.
weeds, but I'd much rather walk around and spray weeds than
Couple times a
walk
year,
up and
yeah.
down that hill with a weed eater.
Yeah.
I just think it's a better fit for us to go with the gravel.
It'll look better.
I think
It
so
will.
as well. Yeah, the state road, I keep it, the state road on 55 right in front of theirs. That's what I think about. When, I mean, ours will be a lot larger than that, but you know, you can walk through there and spray those things down, at least keep them under control.
And I took some pictures of that solar thing the other day when I was over there. I meant to send you guys, so I'll text you that just so you can see what it looks like now. Yeah.
Another one of the concerns with that, that I'm bringing up, they when they built the fence, they actually built it on the state road right away. It is built on the right of way. I talked to Bill and Mitch, and they'll just plow the road over to the other side because it still is state property. They still have to do it. They're not going to make them move the fence. They did not take it into consideration, but in their code with the solar, the fence has to be 16 feet away from the closest panel. He said there's a couple places that it's pretty tight, like they may be under that 16 foot. But I made everything good with that. The other side was the access road that the farmers had to the hayfield over there. Lyle Robbins, he may have to cut a little bit with his bulldozer to get in that field with some of his farm equipment. That's what I asked him. I was like, just please try to keep the fence, you know, where we can keep the fence and the bottom doesn't fall out with a big storm or something. So that was it with that section over there.
What's their startup date on having that?
It's up, it's charging.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's up, it's charging. Everything's working on it. Yeah, it's rocking and rolling. Yeah, everything is complete on it. It's hooked up. I don't know how it works. I don't think I ever have to know how it works. They'll have somebody come, I'm assuming annually or semi-annually
Inspect it,
to
yeah.
look at everything.
Yeah.
It's got alarms, bells, ding dongs that I can call and.
So it's already tied in and working?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. With East Hardy Elementary School, the generator is there. It is completed, but the official startup date, they want to do it when existing gas lines were painted, wooden support blocks were changed to rubber. The air balance needs checked for all units and will be complete in the next 2 weeks. Commissioning of the units will commence as soon as controls are completed. And one of the gym units came in wrong and has been reordered. We kept one of the old units installed, the new unit, till the final unit shows up. Gym is ready for school. So the new unit will actually cool that entire gym by itself, but they did leave the old one up there just so there was always going to be two up there. So when the new one comes back, we bring the crane back in, they'll pull one off, reset the yoke, and it'll be ready to go. And that was it with ESG on all the facility side of things. Did I answer your questions?
Sure did. Moorfield Middle, what's?
So the same thing, we're waiting on the awnings.
Okay.
It was a 10 to 12 week period for those awnings to come in. We went down, wasted a half a day picking out colors, and they sent the color off, and they're gonna get it in black. So they're coming in black. Yeah, so they just had to build them, so we're just waiting. It's the same thing as Moorfield Elementary School. They're just waiting on the awnings. All of the foundation supports are already there, set. It's ready to go with that. The transportation side, we did a transmission service this year on all the buses. Obviously, on the newer buses, we did not. At this point, I talked to Andy this morning. All but 3 buses are complete on the transmission service. He did have a turnover on at his shop, so he's a little short on some help up there. But he says he'll have those last 3 buses complete by the time school starts. One bus, 54, he needs to install a turbo, and another bus, bus 12, a radiator. Other than that, he says all buses are still good to go. Now, the 3 buses he hasn't done the transmission on are, he told me the numbers this morning, they're all sub buses. They're not regular everyday runners. I did the fleet and mileage certification this month. And then the last question was the wheels, so the tires, the order that he had. So the tires are fleet pricing. It doesn't matter the distributor that they come from. It's all bare minimum, the state agreed upon what they'll sell to state entity pricing. So you can order from DJ and Oldfields and whoever else down in Charleston. It doesn't matter. It's an agreed upon pricing. You're going to get the same thing that you're going to get down there. So It's not like you have to put it out for bid. The state's already done that for us. So the reason that it went over the 10,000 was just the number of wheels or tires that he ordered was what put it over the $10,000. Told him about that. He said next time we'll make sure that he stays under that, just so it's not there.
Any of the local shops, can you buy from them?
No,
We used to buy from South Branch.
Sarah and I went back through the list the other day. There's nobody local on it. I didn't know any of them. But the one that we got the vendor packet back from was a Donald B. Rice.
Winchester and Harrisonburg.
Donald B. Rice.
They used to put the tires in my bucket trucks.
WRIGH2.
Rice.
R-I-C-E.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yeah,
What do they do with the old casings now? Do they give you any credit for those, or
I don't know. I can find out.
that'd be good? They used to give you a credit. 'Cause that's what they used to recap with whenever.
Yes, sir. That is all I have.
I had one question.
Yes,
with the
sir.
work order and all that, then I'll be done. Are they gonna be fixed before school starts? It says multiple cameras out at the high school, multiple means more than one. So.
They had a conversation again before you came in.
Yeah.
That is on.
Was the meeting at 5?
Yeah. No, we were just talking about the work order list.
We were just
Yeah.
talking.
Make sure the new guy didn't know what was going on. I'm a little suspicious.
The cameras, when the electricity or there's like it goes out, it shuts down and then they have to be put back online. So it's not really that the cameras aren't working. They just have to be manually kicked back on. Gotta basically hit the button and turn them on. It depends on who. Jessica can do it. Tony can do it. Whoever is notified that, hey, this camera's not showing up on my thing.
So they've been out for 80 days, certainly somebody.
No, they've been putting them back online. They're not all out, but they're trying to find a permanent fix with a new, I call it the brain, but basically the software that operates it. They're trying to get, Jessica and Tony are trying to get prices on updated software so that doesn't continue to happen.
Is that the only school that has issues? Is that the only one?
To my knowledge, yeah.
Anyone
It's the only one that
with
has-
local issues?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
They're the only
that's
ones with the
building
issues.
that The power goes out off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one in East Hardin, I don't think Verkada?
Verkada is the camera system, yeah. Mhm. And she had it's expensive. It's expensive. But they're working on trying to get good prices on it so we can
By the
decide
time
which way
they're
we want to go.
installed, they're obsolete. By the time we get them purchased and the installation goes in,
Yeah.
something happens to them, they're obsolete, you can't get them. So that camera, from my understanding, it's down. You
Yeah,
can't
switch to 5 point.
Well, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Anything else? Anybody have any questions? You have anything, Miss Rose?
No, I'm good.
Thank you, Josh.
Yes, sir.
No public comment? Next on the agenda is consent items.
Move to approve.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Vote is 4-0. Unfinished business, approval of in-county and out-of-county student transfer policy, JBE Attachment 2.
Move to approve.
Second.
Properly moved in second to approve policy JBE. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The vote is 4-0. Next on the agenda is new business, approval of resolution in support of I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign, attachment 3.
Move to approve.
Second.
Properly moved and seconds. Any discussion? Mrs. Van Meter, do you have,
Yeah, would you like for me to read that so that we have it on the record?
it'd be great.
Okay. Just to give you a little bit of a backstory to that. So the Superintendent's Association has kicked off an I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign, and it's our goal to get the word out about how important public schools are. As you know, they serve over 90% of our students in West Virginia. And so this is one of the things that we're asking all Board of Educations to do, is just to publicly come out and say, we're in support of the public school system as a whole. So it says resolution in support of the I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign. Whereas the Hardee County Board of Education recognizes that our county public schools serve as the cornerstone of our communities and are essential to the educational, social, cultural, and economic well-being of the citizens of West Virginia. And whereas the West Virginia's county public schools educate the overwhelming majority of the state students and remain accountable to locally elected boards of education, the West Virginia Department of Education, the West Virginia Board of Education, state and federal laws, public audits, and the citizens they serve. And whereas county public school systems provide educational opportunities for all children, regardless of background, income, or circumstance, and remain one of the most important public institutions in preserving opportunity, promoting civic engagement, and preparing future generations of leaders, workers, and citizens. And whereas the Hardee County Board of Education acknowledges that strong, locally controlled county public schools are critical to sustaining rural communities throughout West Virginia, particularly in economically disadvantaged areas where schools often serve as the center of community life, a primary source of local employment, and an essential factor in attracting and retaining families and businesses. And whereas the board further recognizes that high-quality public education contributes directly to the workforce development, economic growth, community stability, and improved quality of life, and that investments in public education strengthen the long-term prosperity and competitiveness of West Virginia. And whereas the Hardee County Board of Education believes that healthy communities depend upon strong county public schools, and that the continued success of our students and schools is vital to the future sustainability of Hardee County and all rural counties throughout the state of West Virginia. And whereas the I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign is a statewide initiative designed to celebrate, promote, and highlight the accomplishments, achievements, and positive impact of West Virginia's county public school systems, public schools, students, educators, service personnel, administrators, and school communities. And the Hardee County Board of Education is a proud supporter of public education and believes that positive stories about student achievement, career, and technical education, workforce preparation, academic excellence, extracurricular success, and community partnerships should be shared and celebrated across the state of West Virginia. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Hardee County Board of Education hereby expresses its full support for and endorsement of the I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign and affirms its commitment to promoting and celebrating the significant contributions of public education throughout West Virginia. Be it further resolved that Hardee County schools shall actively participate in the campaign by utilizing the district website, Facebook page, and other official communication platforms to share campaign information, correspondence, success stories, student accomplishments, and examples of the positive impact that public schools have on the citizens of Hardee County. Be it further resolved that the Hardee County Board of Education respectfully urges the West Virginia School Board Association to share information regarding the I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign with each of West Virginia's 55 county boards of education and encourages statewide participation in promoting the value and importance of public education. Be it further resolved that the Hardee County Board of Education encourages all members of the West Virginia Legislature, and specifically the local legislative delegation representing Hardee County, to support the I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign by sharing campaign information with their constituents and recognizing the important role county public schools play in educational achievement, community development, economic vitality, and workforce preparation. Be it further resolved that the Hardee County Board of Education encourages local Republican and Democratic organizations, civic groups, businesses, community leaders, and citizens to support public education and participate in the promotion of the I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign. Be it further resolved that the Hardee County Board of Education encourages the West Virginia Retired School Employees Association, retired educators, and retired school employees across the state to support and promote the campaign and continue advocating for the success and advancement of public education. Be it further resolved that the Hardee County Board of Education recognizes that public schools serve as economic anchors in many West Virginia communities, and that maintaining strong public schools is essential to sustaining local economies, strengthening communities, supporting workforce development, preserving population growth, and ensuring future opportunities for students and families throughout rural West Virginia. Be it further resolved that copies of this resolution shall be transmitted to the State Superintendent of Schools, the West Virginia Board of Education, the West Virginia School Boards Association Director and President, the West Virginia Association of School Administrators, Education West Virginia Principal Association, members of the West Virginia Senate and House of Delegates, the Governor of West Virginia, State Treasurer Larry Pack, the House and Senate Education Committee chairs, the West Virginia Retired School Employees Association, and other appropriate stakeholders and organizations in support of public education. And be it finally resolved that the Hardee County Board of Education proudly joins educators, students, parents, community members, and supporters throughout the state of West Virginia in affirming strong county-led public schools are fundamental to strong communities, a strong workforce, and a strong West Virginia, and hereby pledges its continued support for the I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign. Whew. And it has a place here for each board member to sign. So if you guys don't mind,
Thank you.
we will
That's quite a bit.
take care of that. It is quite a bit.
Is there a motion to approve?
I think you already have it. You just need to vote, yeah.
Any other discussion? Thanks.
Will I be able to sign it when I get back?
Yes, ma'am. We're going to hold on to it before we send it anywhere for you and Mr. Harper to sign.
I appreciate that.
Yes, no problem. Mhm.
If no other discussion, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The vote is 4-0.
We should, I guess we're all getting shirts too.
Uh-huh. You filled out you got their sizes, didn't you? Yeah.
We should get a picture of
For
all
sure.
of us with our shirts
Well,
on.
we just
and
plan
I
on
know
wearing it
you'll-
one night to a board meeting.
That's a great
wouldn't it?
idea. Yeah, that sounds great.
that
As soon
would
as we
be
get them
good.
in, we'll schedule that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, board member and superintendent discussion. No action may be taken. Do you have anything this evening?
Did we do the presentation of the blanket POs?
We did not. Thank you.
No problem. Just want to make sure you didn't have any questions.
Next on the agenda is presentation of the blanket purchase orders, attachment 4. Is this just approval or is it?
It's just no, you don't have to approve
No,
it.
it's just a
It's just
look
an FYI, and I just wanted to make sure nobody had any.
Yeah, just said approval in there. I was just making sure.
Yeah, you're good.
Any questions on any of that?
So now, was that with our minutes and stuff?
It was.
It's your attachment 4.
Figured
Well, I don't know why I don't have one.
I read mine.
May I chime in? I do have a question.
Sure.
Yes.
I noticed there's, from the county commission, there's a difference in the amount for the resource officer at East Hardee High School and at Moorfield High School. What is the reason for that difference?
Oh, I see it. It's
They,
right here.
we
Thank you.
fund the one at East Hardee
Mhm.
totally and only 50% of the one.
We fund the one at Moorfield High.
Right,
Yeah, and East Hardee's is grant funded by a
Exactly.
portion. Yeah.
grant funds on half of it.
All right. But they both are they both paid the same in the long run?
Their salary scale is different, I believe.
Yeah, so essentially, that's what we're paying out of each of their salaries. That's not their total salaries, obviously, but both of those individuals, I'm not sure, kind of like 2 teachers. I don't know that they're getting exactly the same amount, but it's based upon that, with I guess the court or the town salary scale. Or what scale is that? That's
I
the,
need the county because they're county employees.
there you go, the county salary scale.
Okay, so it's based on county, okay. I didn't.
Not ours, right? They're not on our salary scale.
So
Okay,
who's going to be the resource officer at Moorfield High School this year?
It's Mr. Leatherman, or, is it Aaron?
Aaron.
Leatherman. He was who we had last year as well,
Will he be back?
as far as I know. Last I was told.
Now,
I
is
haven't
he
been
the
given a
same one
change.
that was there last year?
I haven't been told of any changes to that as of yet.
And they worked out some of the,
He was great to work with. I'll speak as last year's game manager for Moorfield High School. If I had an issue, he was right there. And if I had a question or concern, he addressed it quickly, professionally, and properly.
There we go.
He was outstanding to work with.
okay, good.
Now, I don't know who the East Hardy representative is, but
Deputy
Scheidt.
Scheidt.
I can't
Jimmy
speak
Scheidt.
on- I can't speak on him, but I can speak on Mr. Levin. He
Yeah,
was
I'm
great to
sure.
work with.
I'm sure if there are any changes coming up with that, the sheriff will reach out. He typically reaches out to me right before school starts in August when we kind of go over the plans for the year.
Okay,
So I haven't had any conversations with him
okay.
yet.
Anything else? Anyone have anything? Is that all you got? Oh,
For
we-
these, yeah.
Next on the agenda is board member and superintendent discussion.
The only things that I had were you received, I think at the last meeting you had asked about what Walt, who is our server guy, does. And so you have that document that I laid at your table that kind of gives you that information that breaks down what the servers were. And I'll check and see if Mrs. Markwood, I know she had soccer practice. I was going to see if I
So
had gotten
this
a
is
response yet.
all wall. Okay.
She says that a Wi-Fi DNS server is a translator that matches the website names like google.com to a computer readable IP address, acting like an internet phone book. And the DHCP is the dynamic host configuration protocol, which is a network tool that automatically gives an IP address, subnet mask, and other settings to devices like phones and laptops when they join a Wi-Fi network or a wired network. This stops people from having to type these numbers in by hand. In other words, the old call switch operators are now DHCPs, and the DNS is the phone number they're trying to call. So I hope that helps you guys.
Sure.
Those were her answers. Any other questions, you'll have to write down. We'll have to get to her because that's a different language for me. And then the other thing that I handed out, you had asked for the extracurricular job duties. And so you got a multi-page document there. And it'll list the job title, who that person is that's been hired. If the name of the person is blank, it's because it hasn't been hired yet. And then the amount that they get paid. And then the far right will tell you what's paying them. Like step 7D would be a form of federal funding. County would be out of county funds. There are grants, federal. Sometimes you'll see the schools paying for them. But these are broken down. The first page is countywide, and then you'll see MES, MIS, and so forth as you flip the page. So I can definitely try to answer any questions that you have about that. These we hire usually every year. Sometimes they change a little bit, but there are a lot of them now, and you see a lot of them on that one agenda because we typically hire them at the same time every year. So you get them all at once. So it looks like a ton, but they're positions that do work outside of their normal contracts in the school system for the year.
Thank you for getting that together, Al.
That's good information.
Yeah, and kudos to Patty. She actually had all of this typed up and sorted out, so it was easy to print for you this morning. So she did a nice job with that. I sure will. Yep, I sure will.
I appreciate having that information.
Yep, and we'll have you a copy, Ms. Rose, when you get back.
Right. I can be in Monday to pick it up.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Anything
That's
else?
all I had. Nope, I think that's
Anyone
it.
have anything else this evening? Next on the agenda, future agenda items. Anyone have anything there?
We will need to add discussion of the potential revisiting of the levy. So the board will have to make a decision officially on if we're going to put that back on the November ballot or not, and we'll have to do that at the next meeting. So I'll have a planned discussion for you with some information at that time, if that works.
Anything else? Announcements, next board meeting, August the 17th, here at the board office at 5 PM. Anyone have any other announcements? Next on the agenda, mission statements and accomplishments. Anyone have anything this evening?
I think that the I Love West Virginia Public Schools campaign is a very good thing. I'm glad to see that we're finally trying to sell ourselves. And I think that we, our scores have improved, and I'm real proud of our students and
Me too.
staff.
Me too. Congratulations to all of I saw the Tri-County Parade results were posted, and I think Hardy County led in every category across the board, from bands to FFA chapter. Like there were different things in we really did clean up. So I was really proud of that too. And congratulations to the kids who participated in the fair. I know that's a week-long,
Yeah.
exhausting
It'll be interesting to
effort,
see the
but-
amount of money that was generated again this year from that.
It will be. And maybe Mr. Harper, when he gets back, will be able to give us an idea on that. But
I just have something here, it wasn't on the agenda. I have a check from the Hardy County Commission for $3,000
Oh.
to be distributed for the Music in Schools program.
okay.
Is to be distributed to each school's music department in recognition of Music in Schools Month. I think Chip Combs at WLD, the one that's sort of promoted this. They've had this check for a while, and we just haven't gotten it here yet.
Well, that's very
So I'll give
nice.
that with you.
Thank you.
They've done that before too.
Yes.
They have. Please thank
Very
them.
I will
Thank them
indeed.
for
If,
doing
Maybe
that.
we could reach out to Mr. Combs and thank him for
We absolutely will do that. Yes. It's great that he does that on our behalf.
Yes, indeed.
Very nice.
Anything else from anyone? And next on the agenda is personnel. Is there any need for executive session or any personnel?
If we could just go in so I can discuss some potential personnel issues related to hiring, I would like to do that just briefly.
We go into executive session concerning personnel matters.
Second. Any discussion? If not, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
I
Vote is 4-0. Show us an executive session at 5:43.
Move to come out of the.
Just
Hold on 1 second.
1 minute, Janet. Got to get everything on. Sean's slow this evening.
Poor Sean.
What's this one here?
Are we ready?
It's number,
Yeah, we gotta come out of executive session first.
Go ahead, Janet.
Move to come out of executive session.
Second.
Probably moved and second to come out of executive session. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Vote is 4-0. Shows out of executive session at 5:50 with no action.
what's this one, number 31, cabinet making and business education teacher? Have we had a cabinet making class?
No, when Mrs. Kreitz resigned from the business position,
Uh-huh.
Mrs. Markwood requested that we repost that instead of just business as a cabinet making. It probably should say manufacturing, but that's how they ended up. It's a request from between Woodmark and some local manufacturing companies. They wanted somebody, they're trying to get interns. So she thought if she could find somebody that would work to prepare people for those jobs, as well as teaching them the business side of things. So that's how it's posted. We haven't had any qualified applicants yet. So it's being posted again for a second time to see if we can get somebody. If we can't, and we have to put it back to just business, we can do that. But we were trying to meet the needs of our local requests from our local
Okay.
businesses. All righty, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I recommend the approval of the rescission of job postings as follows. Data analyst countywide, school bus operator for extracurricular bus run number 1, and school bus operator for extracurricular bus run number 2. I recommend the approval of the service personnel hirings for Katrina Thorne as a substitute cook countywide, Katrina Thorne as a substitute custodian countywide, Rebecca Haynes, ECAT aide pre-K East Hardy Elementary School, Jillian Bowers, ECAT aide 3rd grade East Hardy Elementary School, Patricia Saliga Williams, cafeteria manager cook 3 East Hardy High School, Deborah Ferris, school bus operator for extracurricular bus run number 3, Peggy Freed, reclassifying from a custodian 3, pay grade C, to a custodian 4, pay grade D. I recommend the approval of the professional personnel hirings for Havala Shoemaker, substitute teacher countywide, Sarah Lewis, substitute teacher countywide, Brandy DeLauder, restricted short-term substitute teacher, Sarah Lewis, long-term substitute special education teacher at Moorfield Elementary School, Trisha Henry, long-term substitute art teacher, East Hardy High School and East Hardy Elementary School. I recommend the approval of the professional personnel hirings, extracurricular hiring of Richard Perkins as a summer program teacher, Moorfield Elementary School, Alicia Reynolds, technology support, Moorfield Elementary School, Jennifer Rush, County School Improvement Planning Team, Moorfield Middle, Randall Wolf, County School Improvement Planning Team, East Hardy High, Jessica Godlove, County School Improvement Planning Team, Moorfield Intermediate School, Jacqueline C., County School Improvement Planning Team, Moorfield High School, Marie Rayo, County School Improvement Planning Team, Moorfield Elementary School, Paul Keplinger, Safety Committee Chair, Pest Control Chair, Facility Maintenance Monitor, and Crisis Team Member at Moorfield Middle School, Jarrett Dayton, Test Coordinator at Moorfield High, Henry Hodges, Leadership Team at East Hardy High, Jessica Amtower, Leadership Team, East Hardy High, Randall Wolf, Leadership Team, East Hardy High, Angela Mathias, Leadership Team, East Hardy High, Michelle Wolf, Leadership Team, East Hardy High, Lisa Funkhauser, Leadership Team at East Hardy High, Melissa Riggleman, Leadership Team at MHS, Jacqueline C., Leadership Team at MHS, Linda Wright, Leadership Team, MHS, Timothy Kreitz, Leadership Team, MHS, Marie Rayo, Leadership Team, MES, Jeremy Roomer, Leadership Team, MES, Rachel Roomer, Leadership Team, MES, Christy Nazelrod, Leadership Team, MES, Allison Mungold, Leadership Team, MES, Anna Parker, Yearbook Coordinator, East Hardy High School, Michelle Wolf, Young Writers Coordinator at East Hardy High School, Heather Evans, Young Writers Coordinator, East Hardy Elementary School, Donnell Leininger, Young Writers Coordinator at MES, Alexandra Vetter, Young Writers Coordinator, MIS, And I recommend the approval of the athletic hiring as Jacob Matheny, limited athletic trainer for football, Moorfield High and MMS, effective this 26-27 school year. I recommend the approval of the volunteer of Christopher Kestner at East Hardy High School. I recommend the approval of the resignations as follows. Justin Whitaker, coach for wrestling, East Hardy High School for 7th and 8th grade. Jordan Schamberg as a substitute aide and a substitute custodian. Katrina Thorne as a cook at East Hardy High School. Amanda Whitaker as a teacher for special education at East Hardy High and coach for girls track, grades 7 and 8. Blake Funk, authorized certified coach without pay for football. And Blake Funk is an authorized certified coach without pay for boys basketball.
Yeah,
Is there a motion?
Tricia Henry, number 28. Did you
Did I skip one?
get her?
I have it marked off. Did I skip her?
You said it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was
Okay.
marking them off and I
Yeah.
dismissed them.
Okay.
Is there a motion?
I have a question about someone. Do I have the motion?
Let's do the motion, then we'll have discussion.
Okay, thank you.
Is there a motion?
I move to accept the superintendent's recommendation for personnel.
Second,
Properly moved in second. Discussion. Go ahead, Ms. Rose.
Okay, Jared Dayton as test coordinator. How does test coordinator not be part of his regular duties?
Those are actually the guidance counselor is not involved in any way in test coordination typically. That's a separate duty that is taken on at the high school levels now. So it's not part of a guidance counselor position any longer.
I thought it used to be, so maybe that's what I'm.
Yeah, I think it used to be something that they would coordinate, but now it has to be it's a separate person altogether. Well, I mean, in this instance, it's him, but a separate designated title, I guess. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The vote is 4-0. Anything else need to be brought before the board this evening? Mr. C was asking who was on the
LEPC.
LAPC. Are you on that, Mr. Jones?
No, it's Roy.
Oh,
I
you
went
got
and
checked.
Okay.
Okay.
Good deal.
If nothing else needs to be brought before the board, is there a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion to adjourn.
second,
Properly moved in second to adjourn. Any discussion? Hearing none, proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The vote is 4-0, shows adjourned at 5:57.